Oh, good morning, fellas. I've seen my horse around here. Howdy, neighbor.
How you doing, neighbor?
Doing good, my neighbor.
It's the round glasses, but everything else.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
You're like John Lennon becomes a farmer.
John becomes a farmer. Exactly.
Oh, you may start referring to me as Mr. Rodrigo or Senor Rodrigo. Hi, I'm Rodrigo, and today we're gonna build a wall.
I have had this thought in my head for a while, and this is finally the year where I make a vision board. This vision board is gonna go right over my bed because it's gonna be the first thing that I look at every day when I wake up. Woo! We got a vision board! Oh, that looks so good in there. I definitely think that my vision board it's missing some vision. I only got like 3 or 4 things in there, and I could have more, but I also know that I don't want to take on too many things at once because it's gonna be, my head's gonna be all over the place. So goals are set in there, and we're gonna work towards them the rest of the year. Coming out of a breakup last year really made me understand that sometimes you gotta go through things in life that are not necessarily good and amazing for you. No, it's not something that you're gonna love. It's gonna be uncomfortable, and these are the things that are necessary in life. These are the things that kind of push yourself to grow as a person and to understand the meaning of life. And I have realized with time and on my healing process that it's not something that happens overnight, like a big dramatic change or a completely different person. Now you're in a better place and all that, but it's something that happens with small and consistent habits, like waking up early every day, like working out, or like having a set routine, something that just create that motivation in you. And I have to be honest, I have been going to therapy for the last few weeks. I've been using BetterHelp as my therapy platform, so I'm thrilled to say that they are sponsoring today's video. When they reached out and I was like, I'm already using your service, guys, I'm already using BetterHelp, and now having them sponsor this video really feels amazing. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform where you fill out a questionnaire and can be matched with a therapist in as little as a couple of days, based on your preferences and their clinical experience. Something that I really love about doing it online is that I don't have to go to a physical place, so I don't have to tie that time from moving from this mountain all the way down to town or to the main city and just have a couple of hours missing on my day, because this is something that I can fit exactly in my routine. I can just take a 30-minute break when I'm working and just come have my therapy and then go back to work. And also something that I really love is that I can change my therapist if I don't feel it's the right fit. I can just change it at any time at no extra cost. More than 6 million people have already used BetterHelp, and it's a simple and easy way to make it part of your routine. So if you're looking to give therapy a shot this year, just go ahead and click the link in the description of this video or go to betterhelp.com/jungleman and get 10% off your first month of therapy. Big shout out to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. I'm just gonna finish my session over here and then I can get back to work. My first task of the day is gonna be mowing down this tree over here. It's right in the way where we drive with the Bobcat, and sometimes we put our cars down, so this thing is right in the way. And I was assigned with the task of taking it down. But the truth is that it's the best excuse to get to use an axe or a chainsaw. I'm gonna have to debranch it first, because if I don't, the whole thing is gonna smash George's house, and it's probably gonna take a part of the roof, and we don't want that to happen.
Would you hold me if I told you we can just run away? So come, my darling,
Okay, it's looking good. I already branched the whole thing, and I wanted to fall right in that middle because we also got some structures right over there, which is a glass structure, and we don't want any of those branches or the edges of the branches to just hit the glass and break it. So I did tie it to the bobcat and put some tension with a rope, so now this trunk is gonna fall right in the middle and it's not gonna hit anything if I did a right job on guiding it with a bobcat. Voila, the tree is down. Cutting down the tree was lots of fun, but getting rid of all the debris, that's my least favorite part, but I got to do it. Alright, we're done. For professional services, call Rodrigo for landscaping and tree removals. The cool thing is that now I can drive my car, my little beaten-up car, all the way down here. So anytime that I need to carry heavy stuff like wood or any other construction materials, I can just drive all the way down here instead of having to carry that stuff all the way from the top of the hill, carrying it on my shoulders all the way down to the house. At least now the distance, it's a little shorter. The goal for today is quite simple. I want to get that deck up there, the balcony. I want to get it all done and finished. And I also want to get some work done here in the greenhouse. I want to get the next batch of seeds going for the dry season harvest. So I need to at least clear out all the old things that are in there, just take them out and start planting the new seeds. And last but not least, I want to do some drywall mudding up here. The upstairs, this section over here has been untouched for a while, and the drywall mudding has been the main cause of it. I started it, I did some of it, as you can see around here, but it's just such a repetitive and tedious work to do, and like I don't see any progress at all every time I do it, so I always put it on hold. But we're picking it back little by little. I think we can do one of these sections at the time at least, and in a few weeks we're gonna start to see some progress. By the way, sunset is happening and it's about to be beautiful. Woo! Let's go.
You can change your mind. It's like the ocean, moving all the time, however slowly.
Okay, all the boards are in place, you can see over there, but no, I'm facing a problem, and that problem has to do with the screws. You see the screws over here? These are the screws that I used last time to put all these boards, secure them down. But it turns out that they are only holding the boards with like 2 little threads, because the self-tapping bit is a bit too long. So they are barely holding the boards, and as a result, most of them are coming out easily. As I walked on them, they just start moving, and some of them even come out like that. So in order to avoid an accident happening over here, I'm just gonna have to swap all the screws, these little ones, for longer screws to secure all these boards down, because I don't want it to be walking over there and all of a sudden I'm just sliding downhill with all boards.
Early in the morning, before the sun appears, before the world has even stirred, let's get out of here. We don't need to hurry, the road ahead is clear.
It's almost midnight, but the decking boards are complete. This balcony is pretty much there. I'm not gonna put a railing on there. I have a different idea for that, which I really hope it works, but I'm not gonna talk about it yet because that's a separate project. But for now, we got all this balcony, all the decking boards done. I just did the missing ones on that corner, and I also added the stainer, and I did one more layer of stainer over here, so it's a little bit darker. I was considering on doing 3 layers, but I think with 2 layers is actually the color that I was looking for, so that is done. I just need to let it dry for a few more minutes because I have to put the next layer, second layer, on the new boards that I just installed, so it's gonna take a few minutes. The good thing is that it's super windy tonight, so it's gonna dry out super fast, and then I can just finish that up and also add the sealer on top, which is gonna protect all these boards from the rain. Oh my god, what is that thing? Oh, that's a big butt spider. Oh my god, that's the size of my hand. I'm not getting anywhere near that thing. Woo! It's time to do some greenhouse work. I have to say that I am amazed by this greenhouse. Okay, so I had this plan of just letting the greenhouse die, all the plants, so I can just use the dead plants as compost for the next batch of plants, but most of them just resist to die, and I haven't watered it or added compost or fertilizer in at least a month, and this thing is still going. Tomatoes are producing. There is a bunch of tomatoes in here. Look at that, it just keeps going, and spinach is just spreading everywhere. The coriander is going, also the lavender is going. I planted a bunch of flowers over here so I could cut like little flower bouquets and just have them in the house every once in a while, and those are also going. They resist to die, so I'm thinking now that I should just take out whatever is dry, like all the lettuce and also all the weeds that start growing, and just use that space to plant the new stuff, because those other plants are just thriving, and I'm just gonna let them go, to be honest. I'm just gonna let them produce as much as they can. Alright, so you are gonna go. You are gonna go. So this is gonna go. Dried lettuce. Also, this is definitely weeds. So this is going. This one is lettuce. More weeds. More lettuce. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Was that a spider? Ow! Oh, ho, 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 that must be a good spider. Oh yeah, there is one here. Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna become Spider-Man, or I'm just gonna get a big bruise on my hand. Bro, use a big bruise. Alright, lesson learned. Always wear gloves when doing greenhouse work. You never know what you're gonna find on those plants. Sometimes it can be spiders, sometimes it can be other stuff. I'm not taking the risk anymore. No way, this thing still's alive. Look at what I just found underneath all the tomatoes. There is a cabbage, this is a red cabbage, that's still going over there. That's awesome. There is another one under there. Wait a minute. Yes, there is another one. That's kind of cool. I'm just taking out some of the dry plants of tomatoes, and some of them look a little bit sick, so I'm just cutting the branches and piling them out here. So I'm just gonna use that for compost. I'm gonna put that into a pile and I'm gonna make some mulch, and then later on I use that as compost. But for now, I think the clearing, it's pretty much done. I'm just gonna work on planting more seeds on the rest. Actually, I need to get the nursery going first before planting anything. I need to get the nursery going, and then when the plants are ready, I just put them on the spots that I just cleared. Okay, seems I should have seeds somewhere in the house. I know I bought 2 bags of seeds. Not over here. They may be in this corner. Got Christmas cookies. This could be a good snack for later. No. Oh, here they are. They even invited me and I didn't see them. I got these seeds. There is actually a bunch of different things in here, so I need to be really careful with what I plant, but I'm gonna use these ones. They are supposed to be organic, but we will see. There is 35,000 seeds on this bag. That's a lot of seeds, dude. Beets. I love beets, so we're definitely doing some beets. Brussels sprouts. Love Brussels sprouts. Carrot! I got the carrots! I'm definitely doing a bunch of carrots. It's like just breaking out Pokemon cards for me, to be honest. Collard. Never heard of that vegetable before. Leek. I don't know what that even is. This is the secret sauce. I've been using this thing. I used it for the first batch of vegetables that I grew in here. This is worm juice. I got it from a local provider, and this thing rips. It just gets the plants going so good. It's a good fertilizer. I just need to mix it. Just add a little bit of it to the water, because if it is too much, it may end up messing the whole thing. So it has to be only a little bit. Okay, that may have been a little bit too much water, but it's fine. Now we just let these babies sit over here for a few days. Keep watering them every day. Make sure they have enough moisture and sunlight, so all these little plants, all these little seedlers can start growing. But I think this is it for now in the greenhouse, because I cannot really do much more. I don't have the seedlers already, which was my mistake. I thought I can just plant the plants directly, the seed, but I realized that it's a better idea just to have everything on the nursery first, and then when it's ready to be passed to the soil, I just do that. Greenhouse work is done for tonight. It's 3 a.m. I'm just finishing applying the sealer on our wooden boards over here, so that is all taken care of. I also finished applying the little bit of stain that was missing in that corner, and now it's quite late. You see the time? That says 3 a.m. So it's about time to start working on the drywall. I think I'm gonna work just on this corner over here. Try to get a little bit of it done. Just focus on this one over here, because I'm doing this whole bottom area first. That way I can just finish it by sections, because it's a lot of drywall. I got 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels that I have to complete. Actually, that one is coming out. I have to put some screws on it, but it's a lot of drywall. Should I just go to bed? No, we're not going to bed. We're not going to bed until we do at least 1 section, at least 1 wall of drywall. Then we can go to bed. Well, that was some sloppy drywall work. I just did one wall, kind of like a quarter of a wall, to be honest. Still a long way to go with this drywall thing, but at least I'm doing little bits of it. I'm leaving this one over here. It's been quite a day. I've been working since I woke up, and it's been almost 24 hours since I started working. I need to get at least 1 or 2 hours of sleep because we're also leaving the farm in about 2.5 hours. We are going on a little getaway trip far from here. We're going to kind of like a beach town that we discovered some time ago, and we are really loving it. We said we had to go back, so I'm going with Kaylee, Jordan, Sadie, and a bunch of other friends, and that is in about 2.5 hours. So I got 2.5 hours to get some sleep and then hit the road. But anyway, you guys, love you so much. Thanks for the support. Thanks for all your amazing and incredible motivation and inspiration that you guys give me in the comments all the time. Love you so much. Big shout out to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. And I'm just gonna hit the sack. I'm gonna get some sleep now. See you soon.